Hey guys, hey, it is your girl So Fashion Week TV, and I'm back on here with another video for you guys. So Fashion Week TV is a lifestyle, health, beauty, and fashion space here on YouTube. If you like content such as this, I would urge you to subscribe to the channel. If you do subscribe, don't forget to click that notifications bell so that when your girl uploads content, you'll get a notification. So in today's video, we are celebrating a special day. Today is my 2-year Surgiversary. Yes, guys, it has been 2 years since I had my vertical sleeve gastrectomy done as a revision to lap band surgery. So in today's video, I wanted to kind of talk about a couple of things. It'll be a mishmash of things that we'll be talking about today. The first thing that we're going to be talking about are the top 4 things that have helped me in year 2. We're also going to be talking about my woes, some of the struggles that I had in year 2 on this journey. We're also going to be talking about what I plan to do to be completely successful going into year 3. And then finally, we are going to be doing a skin flick. We're going to be doing a comparison and skin flick. You'll be able to see how the body is coming along, so on and so forth. So let's go ahead and jump into the top 4 things that have helped me on year 2. So my top 4 are going to be meditation, keto, intermittent fasting, and self-care. Yes. These are my top 4 for year 2. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So meditation, guys, meditation, I believe that there is a connection between meditation and weight loss. If I can think back to a time when I was really struggling with my weight, which was 2+ years ago, if you take a look at how I was looking on the outside, I would like to think that that was kind of a mirror image of what was going on in the inside. I was very unhealthy. I was swollen, inflamed, all the things, okay? I was not really doing well on the inside, and that kind of manifested itself on the outside. And so because I have been working so hard year 2 to kind of reprogram my way of thinking, and so as a result of that, I'm getting the results on the outside. So that took a lot of confronting, a lot of things, past hurts, past traumas, triggers, all of those things, lack of self-love, confronting my thoughts and feelings about myself, about the people that I was surrounding myself with. All of those things, I had to really dig deep and do the inner work that is required to be successful on this journey. It is even stated that individuals who have long-term success in weight loss are the individuals who are not only committed to doing the work around eating proper, but to also do the inner work, because there's a lot of things that you kind of have to deal with on the inside in order to be able to get those fruitful results on the outside. And I am fully committed to do the inner, to doing the inner work. I did that in year 2, and there's a lot more inner work that I'm planning for in year 3. So yeah, meditation. And so the next thing, guys, is intermittent fasting. So I talked about how I do practice intermittent fasting, which is time-restricted eating. To me, the time-restricted eating pattern is simple. It takes a lot of the guesswork out of things. I know that I eat between this time, and then after that, I'm in a fasting state. And what that has done, guys, it's helped me to develop discipline, and to also make a distinction between actual head hunger and physical hunger. Because we're weight loss surgery patients and we can't eat and drink at the same time, doing the intermittent fasting has helped me to focus on my water goals during the fasting state, and to focus on my food during the eating state. So yeah, intermittent fasting. Okay, so the next thing is keto. So I'm on the keto train. I kind of, although I do follow the keto lifestyle, if there is an event coming up or something that I want to do where I can't follow keto, then I get off and then I get back on. But keto has definitely helped me on this journey. As you guys know, I did talk about how I am carb sensitive. There are many people in my family. I have a long family history of type 2 diabetes, and so I really have to be careful about the type of carbohydrates that I eat and the amount that I take in. And so because keto is a lower carb lifestyle, it works for me. There are a lot of low carb diets, so to speak, out there, but I'm not really following a diet. This is a way of living for me, because I know I have that family history, and so if I'm not careful, it could actually be detrimental to my health. So this is a way of living for me. It is not a diet. I plan to eat this way for the long haul. Like, I don't plan on not doing keto. I mean, for as long as I am here, I plan to eat keto. And what keto is in a nutshell is high fat, adequate protein, and low carb. So I try to stay within the low carb range. And if I am going to eat carbs, it would probably be in the form of fruit, because I do not eat any rice, pasta, or breads. And then lastly, self-care. And so if you had asked me what self-care was 2+ years ago, I probably would have said to you going to get a massage or a manicure or something like that. So it wasn't until I began this journey that I understood how important self-care was and exactly what self-care is. So adopting some simple self-care habits is what's helped me here. So self-care, let's talk about what it is. So self-care is essentially taking the time to attend to your basic mental, physical, and emotional needs. And so some of the simple self-care habits that I've had to adopt into my everyday living include taking a break when I need to. I mean, I can recall 2+ years ago never getting up from my desk to take lunch or to take a break. And so now just taking time to step away when I need to has helped me tremendously. Choosing who I spend my time with, how important is that? So 2+ years ago, there had been some friendships that I had been holding on to that needed a break. Toxic people, hanging around toxic people, people with issues, it's not healthy. And I have always been a people pleaser, and being on this journey and really having to dig deep and identify with a lot of the different things that were going on inside of me that were manifesting itself negatively on the outside, I had to drop some people off and let them go. And so choosing who you spend your time with is critical. It's critical. It's very, very critical to your well-being. And so I'm doing that. And I'm not afraid to do that anymore. Thinking about putting others before yourself is just so not, it's so uncool. If you're afraid about how someone else is going to feel about what you're doing to make you better, there's something wrong. You really have to think about why others are more important than you. And so it may be something that you have to deal with, but for me, personally, what's helped me on this journey is choosing who I spend my time with. Learning to say no. It is okay to say no to people. If it's going to cause you harm, definitely okay to say no. Start living and stop existing. I remember just kind of going through the motions, going to work, coming home every single day, day in and day out, on the weekends, going to drop my mother-in-law off at work, sitting home, going back to pick her up. These are the motions that I went through day in and day out. And so now we have a business that we do where we're doing events. So that's getting me out, that's getting me moving. I am in the best shape that I've ever been in life, and I don't maintain a gym workout because I am living. And I think that is a wonderful thing. I can run upstairs, I do not get winded, I can dance for hours. It is a great thing. Being able to just get out, travel, walk around the city, it's great, it's awesome. I've done a lot of things, even within the area that we live. We're very close to New York, so we're probably in New York maybe once a weekend. We go there every single weekend, and if anyone knows New York, there's long blocks, there's lots of walking, And there's lots of different things that you can do that require walking, because you have to, you know, park in a parking garage, sometimes 4 blocks away. And a New York City block is a long block. So just getting out and being able to walk and not feeling any pain, not being winded or sweaty, it's just a great thing. So if you're out there and you're just existing and you're not being able to live your life, think about that. Get out and do something. It's just, even if you can't go far and it's just walking to the corner, it's something. Live. And then of course, once you start doing that, you're in better physical health, you know. So, and that for me is important. So going and getting my physicals, my mammography, and just staying on top of my health, staying in close contact with my surgeon, getting updates year to year on my labs, it helps me to be in good physical health. So just those little simple self-care habits are helping me on this journey tremendously. And I urge you to adopt good self-care habits. It is not going to get a pedicure. It is not going to buy yourself a pair of jeans. It's more than that. So whatever that is for you, just adopt some good self-care habits on your journey. It helps, definitely. Okay guys, so for woes, I had rashy skin, I had ER visits, low vitamin D, and a sore tailbone. So those are my woes for year 2. So in year 1, I did talk about my skin being very dry. And so I was able to cure that going into year 2 by using shea butter based products. And then for my face, I use a product by Clinique for like a uber moisture moisturizing cream. And I'll insert it right here if you're interested in seeing it, just in case anyone else is struggling with dry skin. But for year 2, guys, I actually developed a rash that I typically would get when I was carrying more weight. And it's the rash that you typically get in the summer. You would get it either under your breasts or in any folds on your skin. I actually developed it in the crack of my buttocks. And that is because of moisture getting trapped back there. And I'm assuming that it was during times of the day when I was out or at work, and where I didn't even know that it was moist there. Like I didn't feel that there was extra moisture getting trapped there. But one day I was lying down on the bed and my husband noticed that in that area it was very dark there, and so he called that out, and I was able to take a look, and I noticed that it was actually like a rash that had developed there. And as soon as it was called to my attention, then it started to bother me, where I felt like it was itching and just crazy things. So I was able to reach out to my doctor, and they told me to just get some triple antibiotic ointment, and that is what I used. And it was able to clear itself up. So I've just been extra cautious about making sure that I'm dry back there, and that there are no issues with having that rash reoccur again, because it's not cute. And once it was called to my attention, it started to feel a bit uncomfortable, and so I'm staying on top of that. The other thing that is quite bothersome is my tailbone. My tailbone hurts if I'm sitting for a long period of time. I have a desk job at work, so you know, I have to get up periodically to kind of walk around and to kind of ease the pain on my tailbone. So that in itself is new. The other thing is that I talked about this in my last update video, is that my low vitamin D. And so that had started to bother me in year 2, because I started to feel extremely fatigued and just off. And so getting on a vitamin D regimen and staying on top of that so that I can continue to feel better in year 2 was, you know, kind of like a woe, if I can call it a woe. But other than that, you know, everything else has been good. And so by way of goals going into to year 3, some things that I want to adopt into practice or more of is the following. So more self-care. So adopting consistent self-care into my everyday living, I want to continue on that path. More meal prep, guys. So I stumbled upon these meal prepping cups. As you get further out from your surgery, you know, you can eat a little bit more. Although I would like to think that I still have great restriction in year 2 going into year 3. I still have a lot of restriction. I can't eat very much. But going into year 3, I want to do more meal prepping and more consistent meal prep where I am, you know, kind of measuring out my stuff just so I know exactly what I'm taking in, and just to kind of keep more on track with that. More community involvement. I think that the community involvement is what keeps people accountable on this journey, and it keeps them successful. So more community involvement, so more content coming your way, more engagement with the weight loss surgery community. That's important to me, so I'm going to stay on that path. And so in order to do that, I am going to be starting a blog. I actually launched it today, but I'll be linking all of those details down below. So on the blog is where I'm going to be posting my YouTube videos will be there, but I'm also going to be posting up recipes for you guys, meal ideas, anything that I stumble upon by way of products that I think will help you to be successful on the journey. All of that stuff will be available over there, as well as my Poshmark. I do have a Poshmark closet, so if you want to check out some of the things that are on my closet without actually going over to Poshmark, it'll be on the blog. And then the other thing that I want to do going into year 3 is writing an ebook. So I'll be starting the process of writing an ebook, and it'll be available exclusively on Amazon. But going into year 3, that is one of my goals, is to maintain a blog successfully, all about this journey that I'm on here, and to write a book. So stay tuned for all of those things. And so now I guess we can go into doing the year 1, year 2 comparison skin flick. I guess you guys are ready for that. Let's do it. Okay guys, I'm back, and this is me, year 2 skin flick. This is me from this side. From the back. From the side. So these scars that you see here are from my tummy tuck that I had 8 years ago. This is my tummy. This is one of my revision scars. The others are pretty light. So yeah, this is how I'm looking. Excuse me. Wrinkly skin, of course. My boobs. I have no boob. I just skin, not a lot of breast tissue. But those are the boobies. This is my tummy. And where I have most of my loose skin is in my leg area, right up in here. And this is where I have a lot of the itchy skin happening. But yeah, I decided to do a 2-piece. I know in my 1-year video I did a 1-piece because that was all I had, but I picked this 2-piece up at Walmart. I think it was $2.50 for the top, $2.50 for the bottom. It was a $5 2-piece bathing suit, and I figured I would get to wear it one day, so why not wear it to celebrate my 2-year Surgiversary. So yeah, here you go. I don't know that I would ever wear this without any type of cover up, but yeah, just for you guys, this is how much I love you guys. So yeah, this is me at 2 years post-op. I am going to also insert my 1-year post-op right here side by side, and I think I do have some footage of myself day of surgery, so I'll probably also insert that over here, so you'll get to see all of that. So once again, I'm going to do my 360 spin again. Over, nothing hanging or anything. So yes guys, guys, that is my 2-year Surgiversary skin flick. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video and you found something in the video that is helpful to you on your journey. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.